Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with my chart haul video for September 2K21. Quite early this month, but after having like a super focused Saturday in terms of getting things done, I decided, well, I could shoot that video and show you the records I like the most this month. Quite a few test pressings, 4 in total, I guess, because of reasons, and you know the score if you've been following my channel. I'm not like digging deep into the recent situation, just like giving a hint, Corona and stuff, you know the score was up with all the artists and stuff. So this is the Cookie Policies Remix EP by BANDCAMP, a French project to be released on the Circus Company label as their catalog number 117, I guess on 10th of September, if the record is not delayed. So at least the 117 is what the dead wax engravement indicates, and actually what this is a 4-track remix 12-inch for the Cookie Policies album, which is the most recent album by BANDCAMP, and yeah, remixed by guys like Alain Biallo, E-Cube and Dave Ajou, alongside one other producer I cannot remember right now. Providing a wide variety of sound from like glitzy, slightly treble infused, Detroitish kind of techno to dope beat, big beat, post garage, broken techno vibes, and also one highly toolish and functional up-tempo, vocoder infused techno track. So one for the DJs out there on the Circus Policy label, and of course this is a test pressing. I guess only 10 or 20 of those are around, so a record you won't see anywhere else, I guess, at least not as a white label. And we're like keeping on the white label train with this one, another test pressing of a record that hasn't been released yet, but is, I guess, but is like due for release very soon. Low-Tech might be known for his like dub techno, sparse, minimal techno releases of late, but this one is like a little bit of a different thing, because this album, which is called Easy to Heal Cuts, as you can possibly read here, contains 6 tracks from his archive, which will be released as an album via the Avenue 66 label. And presumably, as I have reviewed this, I feel those tracks are like very, very old. I guess at least 15 years old or even older. I don't know exactly how long Low-Tech has been active on the scene, but those feel like very raw and interesting, more in an electronica, IDM rave vibe. One dub techno track is in there as well, which is kind of similar to, or kind of not similar, but more like a predecessor to what Low-Tech does right now and has done with his last album on the label. But these are like more experimental, more raw, not that fine-tuned, but very interesting tracks. So if you're into like 90s electronica, especially for one track, that reminded me of the Sandpandas project, which was released on a Heidelberg-based label, Heidelberg in Germany, which was a sub-label of the HD800 label actually, but the name escapes me right now, but this is one of those labels where Move D was involved in his very early years, like 90s, 95, 94 I guess, and this label actually had, the HD800 label had actually a sub-label which was called probably 800 Track. They had a release that was by a band called Sandbenders, one of the guys who's also Heinrich at heart, which had like dry, down-tempo, electronica things, and one track on Easy to Heal Cuts does remind me of Sandbenders, and therefore I really like this. So another white label, another test pressing, which you might never see around because of its rarity. And the same goes for this one, which has been released officially last week, I guess, or last week. Kass, a German ambient producer, called Ambient Music for a Young Girl on the Grow and Bin Records label, catalog number 032, which might be misleading because the Growing Bin Records label has has had a few releases recently, and they are like at catalog number 35 or 36 right now. But this one, the latest release, is catalog number 32, and Cass was a name for me that was really familiar, because on a label ran by someone I know, or I used to know in the past. He had released an album in 2013, I guess, which was his very first ambient album, and the title Ambient Music for a Young Girl says it all, basically, because this is like ambient as ambient can be, a little bit folksy, a very harmonic, melodic, floating, beatless music, atmospheric music, so really chill and calm and beautiful. And if you're an ambient collector, this might be one up your alley. Of course, not as a test pressing, but as a full release. Cass Ambient Music for a Young Girl. Ambient music, as stated in the title, basically. So if you're into ambient, go into this and try this. And the final one is like a bit of a novelty record. This just comes in this flimsy plastic thing. So but looks beautiful on like marbled, slightly marbled blue vinyl. I don't know if you can see the marbleation actually, which looks beautiful if I look at it now, because the light from the lamp makes it like a little bit shiny and stuff. Baby D, Let Me Be Your Fantasy, a 90s rave classic, remixed by Dope Ammo and DJ Hybrid, which is also like essential for all graphic designers out there due to that label design I'm showing you right now, which reminds me mostly of 90s computer graphics and stuff, which in itself is beautiful. And Baby D, Let Me Be Your Fantasy is like a major rave classic. You all know the tune. I guess 91 or 92, one of the big breakbeat tunes around, has been remixed like a gazillion of times, and this is for me definitely not the best remix, but an interesting one for sure, because this is like a very short one for the fast mixing modern drum and bass DJ, I guess. The intro only has like 16 bars max, and just with the beat, and there's no actual long section where you can mix in, so you have to be pretty quick. Starts with the beat and this the vocal sample, then breaks down in tempo as well to the original piano driven vocal thing the original track is famous for, and then speeds up again and like runs for 3 minutes or so as a very choolish modernistic drum and bass tune, but not like a big anthem, but more like one you drop in a set, definitely for sure, for a short while, just to like reminisce about the rave days and then switch back to modernistic drum and bass. So not really 100% essential, but well, I'm a nerd kind of for that kind of graphic design here and for the colored vinyl. So and also I love Let Me Be Your Fantasy in its original form. So I got me this more to treat myself and to have it, not necessarily to play it out, but well, this beautiful virus thing, whatever this might be, was essential for me to put it in my collection. And yeah, that's it for Records on Show this month. I hope there will be more in September or October, maybe in October or like November. And yeah, if you like this one, if you have any of these albums or have any questions about those, leave me a comment, of course, down in the comment section. All my social media links are down in the description box. Like, subscribe, you know the score. Like, order stuff from my label at BANDCAMP if you want to, or check out another video. There will be one link down there. And I'm going into editing mode as usual, trying to get this video up as soon as possible. So baze.junkiii out for now. See you in the next one.